New coach mistake number 51. Most amateur unsuccessful rookie coaches have what I call underutilized intuition. I'll tell you a story. A few years ago, I went through a crossroads, and I went through a period where I was really kind of toing and froing between my next career moves. And after some really good coaching and some really good mentoring, our kind of life coach training business was born. And I see that with a lot of coaches. I see a lot of coaches who aren't trusting their intuition. They're listening to a lot of external voices. This video is an external voice. And I believe it's really, really important that you spend more time refining, focusing on listening to your own intuition, gut, heart, whatever you want to call it. Because if you don't, here's what I see happening, and it happened to me, is if you don't listen to your intuition, the consequence of that is you could find yourself firstly not succeeding, or worse than that, and this has happened to me, you find yourself arriving and succeeding at something that you thought you wanted, and then when you get there you realize it's not actually the thing that you wanted after all. You might have heard that metaphor of leaning your ladder against the wrong wall. Tony Robbins says it really eloquently. He says success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. That's probably the quote that I most share the most from him, because I've done that, right? I remember years ago having a job in a national gym chain, like fancy sales director title. It was for success, but it wasn't with fulfillment. And I quit after 8 weeks because I just knew that it wasn't going to fulfill me. It wasn't going to meet my need to want to contribute, grow, help people, make a difference, fulfill my true potential, blah, blah, blah. So I believe it's really important that you spend more time listening to your own intuition. You may ask the question, well, how do I do that, Miles? Well, if you find yourself second guessing, should I do this or should I do that? You're spending a lot of time, should I do this or should I do that? Then you're definitely not what I call coherent, which is basically where your intuition is turned off. A bit like trying to listen through headphones that are Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth isn't on your phone. That's what underutilized intuition for me really is. So the way to get your Bluetooth intuition on, from my experience, it's things like walking in nature without headphones, listening to personal development, yoga, meditation, prayer, conversation with God if you're a spiritual or religious person, grounding practices, breath work, meditation, yoga, prayer, nature, walking in open, vast spaces are a really good way to tap into your intuition. And then maybe if you've got a big decision to make, do one of those practices, and then after, journal about it and see what comes up. And you'll find that you'll probably get the most truest, heart-centered response from that. So that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.